Okay, it's been a week and we've had tremendous growth in the garden. The kale is at its adult size almost. Maybe another week and it will be. The peas that I planted back there, they've grown at least 3 inches, maybe 4. Some of them are starting to grab the bottom of the trellis over here. The onions, almost all of them have developed a noticeable thickness at the base. Not all of them. This one has not, or that one. The lettuce is really hard to keep up with, but we're doing it so far. And the peas have grown past the bottom of the trellis. So they were about, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches shy of doing it last week. They got some berries starting from the blossoms that were here last week. I didn't end up picking them off because I figured I didn't care that much. So hopefully we'll have a strawberry in a couple weeks. The zucchini that I planted last week is coming up. And I've had, there's 2 now. Now this is a yellow early crookneck squash, and so is this one. This one was not there last night. So some of the zucchini is probably going to have to get moved. But I didn't know what was going to come up and what wasn't. My calendula has really started to take off. Very happy with that. The leeks have recovered from being in the window boxes so long. Marjoram really hasn't spread at all. It's kind of just sitting there. So I'm not sure what it's doing. Got some carrot seeds that have come up. Last week there was maybe 2 or 3, and now there's quite a few that have come up through here. I planted tomatoes along the back. These are ones that I grew from seed myself. I've got 5 Constelluto Genovese. I have 4 Abraham Lincolns, and I have 3 Opalkas, which are a paste tomato. The Asian greens are getting quite big, and these ones are starting to flower. So we've had a really hot week, so I need to get out here and harvest some of these. I didn't realize that they were starting to flower. And the stakes that I put along here are where the peppers are going to go. Okay, so these are some of my seedlings that are hardening off in the 2 beds that we finished yesterday finally. There's a couple of tomatoes. That one's an Abraham Lincoln, and so is that one. And then we got several varieties of peppers. That's some more chard. Over here, my lettuce is finally starting to look like it's lettuce. Still quite small. I probably should have left it under the lights for another week, but I got impatient. All of this is kale, except for the one container that is chard. Black Tuscan kale and red Russian kale. And more of the same. Over here, these have just come out into the sun for the first time today. Just for a few hours in the afternoon, and it's overcast. I've got my black-tailed mountain watermelon, which takes 65 to 70 days. So another pepper, golden treasure pepper, some more kale, some lettuce that I did leave under the lights longer, and more black tail mountain watermelon. And then these are all of my peppers, or most of my peppers. I have, besides the golden treasure, I have red ruby king, paprika, jalapeno. I might have one more variety, I'm not sure. This itty bitty 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 tomato plant is my Lillian. It's a yellow heirloom. I don't know. They did not do very well. That's not. This one's doing a little bit better. This one's another Lillian. I'm probably only going to end up planting 2 of the Lillians. Because they just did not do good at all. Although these Lillians are doing much better. They got a lot bigger. I don't know if something was wrong with the seeds for the 2 teeny tiny ones. But I'll still probably only plant 2 because yellow tomatoes are fun, but they're not really high on my priority list. A couple more watermelon. I did plant the one alpaca that's been out here in the sun. So that's a 4th alpaca. Had some issues with the sun charring the chard. Not the chard that I planted myself from seedlings, but the chard that I started with as transplants. They're just, I don't know. We're in the shade of this big tree a lot of the days, so I don't know why it's getting so bad. That one over there is fine, and it came from the same 6-pack, so who knows. And one of the celeries isn't doing so good, but you can see that the kale, the cabbage, the kohlrabi, there's no kale in here. I don't know why I said that. Broccoli, they're all doing fantastic. They've all doubled in size at least since last week. Okay, this broccoli and cauliflower that's been in since well, about 5 weeks now, it is just doing tremendously well. I can't believe it, really. It's just amazing to me. There is, of course, no heading up of anything, but it's way too early for that. The red romaine is doing pretty good. We're trying to keep up with it too. It's a little more bitter because it's been growing for quite some time. Marigolds are doing wonderfully well. This lettuce is nice and sweet. Some more of the chard that I planted. This is rainbow chard. I planted in an empty space in Mom's bed because she wanted some chard. A lot of the chard's going to go to the animals. That's why we have so much. This kohlrabi that was just starting to ball up last week, it has really grown. It's probably doubled in size, and there are a few more that are doing the same on the purples. Not so much on the green ones. That one is the biggest ball that there is. Lots and lots of blossoms on the strawberries. It's just doing really, really well.